Hey guys, I'm just out for possibly a day hike, possibly an overnighter. I haven't decided yet, but with the current restrictions our government's imposed on us, making it a little bit hard to do any routes for you guys. Lucky for me, my parents have a couple hundred acres of Canadian Shield to explore that backs on to a conservation reserve, which is the Kahshe Barrens Conservation Reserve. Um, I'm gonna go explore some secret lakes back in the middle of that nobody goes to because there's no trails, or there's very few trails in the park. The trails that are in the park are kind of on the east and west side of the park, I think. Um, so nobody ever really goes through the middle, but lucky for me, I have access to the middle of the park through my parents' lot. We're gonna get out there and explore a couple ponds or little secret lakes that I've seen on the map. I've seen the one a few times. I call it Guitar Lake because if you look on the map, it's kind of shaped like a guitar. Start of the hike is a four-wheeler trail that we've cut over the years, so it's not a lot of bushwhacking at the start, but we'll get into that, trust me. First bit of the trail kind of loops around through a pond, and then I start heading hard north up to the lakes I want to see. Again, I've seen one of the lakes before, but I've never had a boat on it, so my thought is go back and explore them today, and if it's worth it, I might drag a boat back there. There's some pathways, and I have paddled back there, but I've never gone to these lakes, so we'll see how it goes. I might end up with my own private little canoe route that nobody else can take but me. Just wanted to give you guys another view of the pond. This is kind of the south end of the pond. As you can see, it's pretty big. I think we figure about 20 acres. So it's like a small lake, but it's fun to explore. It's fun to just walk around it. Been doing that since I was a kid. This is a view of the west side of the pond. As you can see, power lines run across it. You can actually listen and hear the crackling of the power running through it. So that's kind of cool. The camera will pick that up though. This tree's been on my radar to harvest for a while for a live edge table because of the base of it. It is just wildly deformed. I can only imagine if you cut that into some slices, that would make some beautiful coffee tables. Hopefully one day I'm posting something about that. Just here at the point where my parents' pond drains into another pond. Got my first beaver dam crossing. Just trying to head hard north. I know there's an easier route, but this will suffice. And it's more direct. There's the other pond. No soakers, no soakers, no soakers. Whew! It's a nice trail for a little bit, but then I'm back to bushwhacking. Back on the second lot now at this big beaver hayfield. There's a little stream that runs through it, and I've dragged a boat back here before and paddled that stream, and it gets you into some other streams over yonder, which would get you all the way to Kahshe Lake if you wanted to push, but you definitely have to spend the night in the park, so won't be doing that. When I stopped at the last spot, I was thinking there's more water here than I've ever seen before. Kind of wondered if the beavers were working on something, because I've never seen the water this high in this spot, and I'm not sure. It looks like they might be doing something to it, but you can see it used to be a lot bigger. All the wreckage there, it used to be a massive beaver dam. It probably blew out and flowed downstream at one point. Well, prospects for paddling are looking up. can't really tell from here if that stream's navigable or not, but hopefully when I get over down there, I'll be able to have a better look at it. Well, the stream looks sort of navigable. I think I'm going to be dragging the canoe, but it's possible. Done worse. I can hear the little waterfalls coming up. Not the most scenic, but these big expanses of beaver hay are routes. Yeah, these deer runs are a godsend when you're out here bushwhacking. You can thank your local deer for figuring out the best ways to get around in a bush that has no trails in it. You can kind of see the little worn path running ahead of me here. They figured out the best way, and they cleared a lot of the branches out of the way over the years. It makes for easy walking. Thank you, deer. A wicked little spot for a campsite behind me. Nice little flat clearing area. Let's set up camp here. Well, I reached my first hard spot to cross. Kinda should have stayed on the last rock ridge over to the west, but I didn't. I don't really want to walk all the way back, so I'm gonna try this log crossing and hopefully I don't go for a swim, but if I do, you guys will get a laugh out of it, I'm sure. Boom. This is crazy. It's like walking on a floating mat. Those things you buy at Canadian Tire. Oh, no swimming, no swimming, no swimming. Ugh. Oh, well, I got some wet feet now. I can't believe how much this is moving. Oh man. Oh, if I go for a swim, I'm gonna cry. Oh, thank God. Woo! Good thing if I do this as a canoe route, probably don't have to do as much of this. Oh great, we got a deep section. I think that dam area might get me across. Promising. Oh, the beaver's chewing. Oh, that's better. Thank you, Mr. Beaver. I don't see anywhere good. Let's pick somewhere. Oh, well, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna really suck if I can't stand on that. Boom. Found a beaver dam. Makes it a bit easier. Thank you, Justin. I'm gonna have to do a rundown on my nicknames for different animals. Beavers are Justins. Crows are Russells. There's many more. I'd have to sit down and write them all out, but it seems like every trip I think of another one. Basically, celebrities with last names of animals. The animal gets the celebrity's name. Fair trade. Not as big as I was hoping for, but lots of good spots for campsites around it. Wonder if there's any fish in her. The interesting thing is, if you look at satellite maps, It doesn't show any lily pads on it in the middle of the summer, so to me it means one of two things. Either something's in it that doesn't promote the growth of lily pads, or it's deep enough that the lily pads don't get up to the sun, and that means there could be fish in it. Have to get the canoe in here and see what it's all about, or just bring a rod. Lots of chance for shore fishing. Not sure if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but found a fish. That's a good sign. Get in and see if I can spook him for you so you see him better. He's right there. Little mudcat. Well, here's a bit better view of the pond I've been calling Guitar Pond. Pretty sure I'm gonna need a canoe back here to scout it, because there's marsh all the way around the perimeter. Definitely might be something I do in the next couple weeks. I really wish people would stop releasing party balloons, because this is where they end up. What's it? Happy birthday! Surprise, surprise. Literally the middle of nowhere. Good job, humans. I've seen 4 of them. 4 or 5 on the Black River trip. Freaking incredible. I guess it's the river, so if they land in any of the streams, they end up in the river and they all end up congregated together, but just stop releasing them. Scouting the portage from the second pond into the third one, the most interesting pond. There's our put in, and you can kind of see the lake over there. Hello, chipmunk. Bushwhacking through the bush. Just remember the rules of dodgeball. Gotta dip, duck. I'm not gonna dive, and dodge. Anyways, here's the lake. It's a decent size. Haven't spotted fish yet, but a couple leeches swimming by. Well, I better get a move on, because you know, it's around 4 o'clock now and it's getting late. Gotta get back onto some private property before the COVID comes out for the night. Well, time to mosey. Just wanted to show you guys what wintergreen looks like. There might be another term for it, but I call it wintergreen. So they almost look like little cherries or little apples, and they have a sort of a 5-star on the bottom of them. And when you squish them, they kind of look like an apple on the inside too. You can see there. And they smell like mint. They taste like mint, hence wintergreen. You'll find it all over the forest floors in Ontario. Perfectly safe to eat. You can eat the leaves too. The leaves taste like mint too. I'm not sure if you should eat a lot of it, but it tastes good. Hasn't killed me yet. Good for keeping your breath fresh in the forest. Another beaver dam crossing. This one's a little bit more high risk. See if we make it across without swimming. Definitely getting some wet feet, just accepting that. What is that? Oh. No. Anybody tell me what that is? Looks like a cranberry. Found the boat I was talking about. Oh, tiny tinny. Looks like she's got a bit of water in her though. Can't believe how steep these rocks are. Like walking on the back of an elephant. Another one over there. Well, found some more caves. Not as cool as the Black River ones, but apparently I'm becoming a spelunker. Is that the term for it? I don't know. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. Poop everywhere, just like in the Black River. Stay. It's cool. Get out there. What was that movie? 126 hours? Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me. On to the next cave. I'm digging this spot. You can see the little valley over there where I found the caves. The lake's over there. I'm on the south end of it now. Sun's fading fast. Gotta keep moving. Somebody's camped here. Nice little fire pit. Hasn't been used in a while. Huh. Well, I gotta get around this friggin' swamp. Should be fun. Looks like option A is wet feet and option B is wet feet. So I'm going with option B. I was hoping to keep drier feet today. Definitely don't see any place to cross down there. Whoop. So I know I've seen a bunch of times that reindeer moss can be used as a tinder. I've never tried it myself, but I had to clear a bunch to make a fire pit where I wanted, so figured why not give it a go and see how it actually works as a tinder. Got a ton of it sitting here. I picked through and kind of picked out some dry stuff for it. Definitely don't want the wet stuff. I wouldn't advise picking this for a tinder. when there's lots of other choices. It's just I'm using it because I had to do it anyways. There's much better things like pine needles. You can find dry ones. They're like gasoline. Or birch bark is good even when it's wet. I mean, fat wood and pine sap are great too. Just a little bit harder to come by. Beavers, a canoeist's best friend and worst enemy. As they cross paths. One of the coolest beaver encounters I've ever had. Usually just splash at me, trying to intimidate me. Like that. That was a pretty pathetic splash. Morning sunshine. Oh. Chair's a little icy this morning. Ooh, not even worth sitting in. Regret my decision. Just trying to get some coffee made. Kind of a cool spot. I think this is the hardest part of the whole trip. Got some pretty wet legs from doing it. Almost home. Legs are pretty cold after that swamp crossing. Ugh, it's gonna stink up my car. Well, made it back to my parents' pond. Back where I started. And just by chance, look what I found. Another party balloon. Woo! Oh. Take that with me. Well, made it back to the old Foz. Overall, I'd say the trip was a success. I'm sure the route is paddleable. First portage is going to be a swamp dog and doozy, but I'll make her happen. And then the rest of the route all the way to Kahshe Lake looks like fairly clear sailing, straightforward portages and that. So yeah, hopefully I get a chance to post that for you guys in the next week. Do a first ascent to the route, because as far as I know, it's never been a canoe route. So we'll see. Be sure to like and subscribe and share with all your friends, and get out there for some adventures of your own. They're waiting for you.